Hey guys, Troy here with Cape Ann Conversations, and I've got Colleen, the Community Relations Director. Did I nail that?
You did. You can say it that way, you can say it the opposite way, Director
Director of
of
Community
Community
Relations.
Relations, but
Okay.
yes. Amazing.
I just have to be crystal clear with the community that's listening to this that Colleen, who I've mentioned before on this podcast, is the grease that makes this whole Cape Ann chamber thing work. Colleen is like the hardest working person for small businesses in this community in all of Cape Ann. There's a great team over there. Lots of great people I could call out.
Yes, definitely don't forget about the rest of the team.
But Colleen is like magically at every event, magically at every ribbon cutting, magically at every town meeting, governance. So I have to say thank you because you put in a lot of hours and a lot of work, and I personally, as a business owner, feel it.
Thank you. We are a small but mighty team.
Yeah.
We all have our roles and we work very well together and everyone works very hard for sure.
So you have we plan to do this much more, me and you.
Yeah.
And I like this style. We have an update for the community. So this is for business owners, but also for all of the consumers or the travelers or the people visiting Cape Ann and beyond, um, on things that are going on and some of the updates for 2025.
Absolutely. It's for everyone, it's the community at large.
So tell us about all these fun things that you guys have brought over the finish line here. And I'll show some of this stuff. I think you will hand these out too. But we've got literal brochures here. So if
These
you're
are
listening to this, do check
Yes.
out the videos and the social medias to see these as well.
Yes, these are our annual publications. We do an annual Greater Cape Ann Guide. This focuses on the 5 communities that we cover: Gloucester, Rockport, Manchester by the Sea, Essex, and Ipswich. It's a fantastic directory that incorporates a calendar of events that highlights events throughout the year for all 5 of our communities. It highlights small businesses, it highlights the area, talking about the beaches and places to go. And it also highlights it has a directory to address and highlight all the different members. So if you're looking for certain services, if you're looking for restaurants, if you're looking for retail shops, if you're looking for candy stores or bakeries, it's all divided up by categories as well, so that you can help you focus on your search. And all of our members are listed in here. And so this is a great resource for not only visitors, people who are new to the area and want to see what Greater Cape Ann has to offer, but it's great for residents as well. When my mother-in-law came to stay with us last year, she loved this guide and she was reading all through it to learn about the area and things.
Yeah, you can find new things. You can find new um, restaurants to go to. You can find new museums to check out.
Services, banks,
Dry
roofers,
cleaners.
dry cleaners, you name it, all kinds of stuff. And so, lots of our members do advertising in here. We have fantastic maps for the area to be able to, explain, show people
Look at
where
this
we're
map.
going.
Can you see this? I'm putting it right over your face because look at this. If you're not from the area, I mean, this is telling you how to get around straight up, easy.
Yes, it definitely does. And we offer 2 additional maps, a Greater Cape Ann map, and all of our members have an opportunity to advertise in here as well, and list off their business by category. And there's additional maps here. That same map is blown up to highlight the entire area, and there's insets for all of our communities, and all of the businesses that advertise in this are highlighted on it, so they can people can easily find them.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And we also have a special Rockport map that highlights the events that happen in Rockport, the main events that happen throughout the year, as well as great maps for the area and highlighting businesses by category and where you can find them. So
So this is awesome for the consumers that are here. So in the many visitors that we get in the summer and beyond now, the shoulder season seem to be busier than ever too.
yes.
But if I flip this on its head a little bit, all of the businesses in this area can also take advantage of these. So if you're if you're a member of the chamber, you'll be in the Cape Ann Guide, like, just
You'll
naturally.
automatically be listed in the directory. Yes.
But there's also some really neat opportunities in here to advertise. I mean, we've got Happy Valley in here with a
Mhm.
full page ad. I saw
Mhm.
one with, like, Guggen's, which is in
Yep.
Essex, like,
Yep.
their story, you know?
Yes.
And so there's a real opportunity if you're a business owner, like you mentioned, these are tens of thousands of these going out every year?
So the 250,000 copies of all three go out. 75,000 copies of Greater Cape Ann Guide and Rockport Map, and 100,000 copies of the Greater Cape Ann Map. These get distributed. The guides get distributed. Not only we deliver them, we're in the process of delivering them to all of our members. If anybody wants them and they haven't gotten them, please reach out to us and let us know. We are working on distributing these. They go out to all the inns and accommodations. They go out to stores and restaurants. They go to railways. They go to visitor centers. They go, we work with North of Boston Media Group. They get distributed in local newspapers out to Salem and Newburyport and uh,
So you
out
drive
Western
people
Mass.
even just
Yep.
outside of Cape Ann
They are
to
up
Cape Ann.
they go out, as far, as New York, and they go up, through Maine and New England.
So that's what I'm talking about. So we're talking about if you're a business and you're getting yourself listed in here, there is an additional opportunity to really be able to find your other place in these publications to get a lot of exposure, physical print exposure
Yes.
for pretty low prices. And plus you're still supporting the chamber. This is like one of the biggest things that you guys do is
The
put this
big
together every year.
annual project, yes, and we utilize a lot of local, artists, photographers, highlight them in the ad throughout the guide and maps to, highlight their work and the beautiful
If
shots.
if someone wanted to do more in one of these publications, when do they have to have it in by? Like, shoot
So
early because 'cause they're all gonna drag their feet. Give them the, like, the first day.
Yeah, we start in November working on this, and it is we finish up around March, putting it together. So it's a few intensive months of putting it together. We work with some local publications to organize it and the process. So yeah, we start in November and it goes through March.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
What else you got for me today?
Just want to sort of highlight the work that we do in terms of the visitor center and reaching out and informing our visitors. Greater Cape Ann is a huge tourist economy. We at our chamber office in downtown Gloucester at 24 Harbor Loop, we have a visitor center. It's open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and we also have volunteer staff that help man it during the peak season in the summer on weekends. So we do whatever we can to be open and available for visitors there. We also, in the summer season, we have a visitor center in Rockport. So we additionally have that staffed by volunteers to offer guidance about what to do and things to do
What
in
are
that
people
area.
popping into the visitor center to ask you about? What's, like, the most, like, everyday occur.
One of the biggest things is where can I go eat seafood?
Yeah?
Yep.
You're, like, anywhere.
Yeah, well, for sure. Yeah, I fielded a phone call from a gentleman from Ohio the other day who's excited to come out with him and his wife in September, and they were like, "What do we do?" And my first question in that is, "Well, what do you like to do?" I mean, do we have some fabulous museums in the area? There's great areas to go shopping, but one of the things he was really interested in, being from Ohio, is to see the water. So he was excited when I mentioned whale watches. So there's
Yeah.
lots of different, and I talked about Hammond Castle and how Hammond Castle has the water there as well as a beautiful historical castle. And
If he woulda came out last weekend, he woulda saw a Revolutionary War reenactment.
yes, that was quite the event.
Those guys from Ohio, they spend their weekends getting beat by Michigan football teams. So anybody that's an Ohio State fan, shots fired. That's fun. I mean, that's
Yeah.
good. I mean, the visitor center is obviously it's if you don't know where it is, Harbor Loop is like right downtown,
Downtown
walking
Gloucester,
distance
yes.
to like
Yep.
all of the shops.
It's a great location. It really fields a lot of people. So
There's whale watches going out of Harbor Loop, right? There's even or
not
there's
Harbor Loop directly, but not too far on either side of us.
the ship, that one ship is there, not the Essex Ship Museum. Ah, want to mess it up, but there's there's like a ship tour that goes out of Harbor Loop.
Oh, well, Maritime Gloucester has the schooners.
Yes, the
So,
schooners.
yes.
Why is that name escaping me?
Oh, this Schooner Adventure, there's the Ardell, there's a lot of wonderful schooners, Maritime Gloucester. That is right behind us, yes. So the schooners, are very accessible right behind us.
That's where we'll send the Ohio guy.
Oh, yes, those are really cool.
So, okay. So the visitor center's open. Where is it in Rockport?
It is right on Main Street, next between the DPW and the Rockport Police Department. So
Okay,
it's
so it's
right
a
on the
little
main
bit.
drag, right on the main drag. Yes, right on the main drag going into shortly after you cross um,
Okay.
into town.
So you got to go right by it when you're going
Yeah,
into town. So
absolutely.
swing in and say
Yes.
hello.
Absolutely. Yep.
Very good. What are the hours?
So that is a little that depends on our volunteers. So we have a team of volunteers that are very generously donate their time and help out. But the hours are right now weekends, and it's gonna we're working on staffing it weekdays as well coming up. So the goal is to have it open 7 days a week. The actual hours vary slightly depending on the volunteers we're able to put together.
All right. So if you have some free week time,
Yes.
get your butt over there and volunteer in the
Yeah,
community.
absolutely. We're always looking for help with volunteers for either visitor centers. So if anyone is interested and has a love for the area and wants to be able to, likes to meet people, then
Right.
hey,
We have some events coming up, some very
just a
specific
few.
events. It's like the summer is busy here.
Yeah, well, the chamber is busy throughout the year. We have over 80 events throughout the year. When you incorporate um, our networking events, we have coffee and connections in the morning for networking. We have every month we have a business after hours, and we rotate that through all 5 of our communities. We also do ribbon cuttings where we promote new members, where we promote grand openings, where we promote anniversaries. If somebody celebrated their 4th anniversary, or a Wellspring did a ribbon cutting to unveil their new van that they got a month or so ago. So we do ribbon cuttings to highlight our members and the work they're doing in the community and the services they provide.
Nice.
So that's just touches on some of the things, but we do have 14 annual signature events that are more community focused for that in all 5 of our communities, and everyone's invited, so to speak.
Yeah. So you have Gloucester Block Party coming up
Yes,
in
we
July.
we have 3 of them. So the first is Saturday, July 12th.
Okay.
So Gloucester block parties, we shut down Main Street from 6 to 10 p.m. And Main Street comes alive with live entertainment, with between music and performers. You can come down and check out, go shopping at our local stores, and you can check out dances, and you can you can eat some food at either one of the restaurants or some of the food vendors that come down. And there's face painting, and there's all kinds of nonprofits that are there to offer information about the services and the organizations that they represent.
So that's one.
That's the first one. The second one is Saturday, August 9th.
Okay.
And then the third one is Friday, August 29th. It's always the Friday of Labor Day weekend because we don't want to interfere too much with Schooner Festival, which is
Okay. What other events? You brought a list.
I didn't wanna leave anyone out. So we also have, Ipswich Downtown Tuesdays. We partner with the town of Ipswich, so that is every Tuesday in July and August, weather permitting, live music at the, River Walk, at the EBSCO Terrace. It's a free event from 6 to 8. Just come down, grab some local takeout, bring a chair, and hang out and listen to some, great music from local bands.
There's so much of that going on here right now. It's like in Masconomo Park in Manchester by the Sea does that. You've got obviously Crane's Estate does it
Yep.
like Thursday nights,
Thursdays, yes.
which is I've been multiple. It's phenomenal.
Rockport has music on the beach on Mondays. They also have music at the bandstand on Sundays, if I remember correctly. And then there's a Harper Loop concert series in Gloucester on Thursdays that go through the summer. So there's lots of opportunities to see great local music. Yeah.
All right. If we're not diving into the ones later in the year, what else is
Yeah.
coming up though? Give us like rattle off the future
Yeah,
so people can
so
plan.
Manchester by the Sea, one of our signature events is Festival by the Sea and Sail by the Sea. So that's Saturday, August 2nd. It is a celebration of community art. So we invite local artisans from the region, and we also focus on our local retailers and invite them to people to experience and check out those shops and those what those stores have to offer. And there's also music, of course, and food to be had. So that's always a fun day.
Yeah. We have like Essex River Days too coming up, I think.
That got that was just happened. That got canceled.
No.
Indeed, it rained.
Ah,
But Essex
terrible.
does have in October we have Essex Clam Fest.
Clam Fest in October.
That's October.
God,
Yeah,
there's so many
there's a
things.
lot of things. I
How do
know.
we keep it all together? Where would somebody go find this information if they
Oh.
can't keep it together like me?
Well, that's easy. You can go to our Greater Cape Ann Chamber or capeannchamber.com and go to our events calendar. And that you can filter through chamber events. You can filter by community. You can look at by community. So if you're looking at events just in Rockport, you can filter out by community events because all of our members, when they have, say, art galleries, art shows, or other sort of festivals and parties, those they can highlight. Those can be highlighted as well. So. Uh, if you're ever looking for something to do, that's a great resource to check out our website and see what's going on in the area.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's very easy.
What other shameless plugs do we have? You do all of the work on the governance side. Is there anything big on the governance side that we need to tell people about, or are we just like kind of cruising right now till the fall town meetings and
There's no cruising necessarily, so there was
Bro,
I don't know if I would say that.
you're like, what car accident are we in the middle of?
Yeah, well, we just got through the election season, so there was some changeover in some of our local municipalities and select between the, select boards and planning boards and such. So there's a little bit of a change that happened there. Gloucester's going to have a big election coming up this fall, so we'll be one of the things we actually partnered with Manchester Cricket and 1623 Studios, and we had a candidate forum in Essex for the select board race,
Yeah.
Board of Selectmen race there. And we're going to be organizing debates in Gloucester for the upcoming elections for city council and as well as the mayor. So
Wow.
that'll be another big one there. But overall, I mean, one of my roles is to kind of monitor what's happening in each of our communities and as it pertains and it may affect the business community in particular. So keep an eye on, check out the agendas and we one thing I tried to do is really develop relationships with the communities and with the town city and town officials so that we can maintain those open lines of communication so that when we hear about issues or when we see things happening, we can try to address them. We can raise the concerns of the business community to the officials and see what kind of impact we can have to address things.
Yeah. No, it's good work. It's tough because there's as small business owners, we don't have the time to do all of those things and run the business and try to like even advocate for ourselves
Yeah, yeah,
in the community. It's tough.
and one of the lines I have is, "You don't know what you don't know." If you're not, searching the line items of these, city council agendas or select board agendas, then you don't necessarily know everything that's happening. And, when you have a busy schedule, it's tough to follow along with all of that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's, that's something that I try to do is to try to be in the know as much as I can, find out what's going on, and try to be able to pass on that information, and then have the conversations when the rises.
The Cape Ann conversation.
Nice segue there.
If there's no other agenda items, I'll say we should give a couple shout outs. Is there anything you've gone to or done recently that you like can give some kudos to? I can go first if you want.
Yeah, you go first.
I was driving with the family back from the Rockport the other day, and we were hungry, and we were like, "Oh man, what are we gonna do?" And I wanted a cheeseburger, and we found out that it's Little Sisters.
Little sister. Yeah,
Little
yeah.
Sisters went into the
The
cut,
cut.
and so I hadn't been there, and I was like, "Let's go." And it was when I thought would be like a super busy time. It wasn't that busy in there, but we went in with the kids, shot pool, played some video games, did the papa shot, got a few cheeseburgers and a couple drinks, and, like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. If you haven't done it, go check it out because it's I don't know what their hours are. You're gonna have to go do some research on Google, but go and check it out.
Yeah,
Shout out.
there's a huge, uh, list of, shows that are upcoming. The lots of great shows. There's just DJ shows. There's, certainly live music. So the Cut has a lot to offer there for sure.
Yeah.
It's a great venue, no doubt.
Got anybody you can shout out?
Well, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to see Safety at Hammond Castle in July with friends. So, yep, Hammond Castle's been doing a lot of events and really ranging the gamut. Art events, illustration, pop-ups like that, as well as they had a gala last year, and they're really expanding it into the shoulder and winter seasons. So instead of beyond their tours and stuff to really highlight their space.
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased because I live in Essex, but in Essex, Shipyard just opened up as well, right on the river.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're right now, I'm gonna admit it, it's busy over there. I haven't even been. It's been so busy, but it's one of those things. Like if you want to go try out something new, it comes from the family of like the Blue Marlin and Boathouse and that I believe.
Does, yes.
And so go check it out, and if you don't wanna check it out with the lines, there's just, like, that little tinge of pressure off of the other restaurants. Like, I snuck into Blue Marlin the other day, lickety split, and I was like, "I am stealing right now." It felt really good. So go check out some of those restaurants in Essex because it's like it's perfect time.
The James is a great place. Been
It
there a
was
couple
awesome.
times. Yeah, it's a great place. They're great.
I appreciate you coming on, I appreciate all the work that you're doing. We'll just keep doing this more like I've been, trying to do, and we'll keep the community updated.
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Troy.